to this week's video. My name is Katie if you are brand new here. And today we're going to be doing a part 2 of my London flat hunting video. And I'm going to be showing my flat, my brand new flat. I am so excited. This is probably the best place I think I've lived in London thus far as layout, vibes, all around. It's just, it feels like a real win. So if you're interested in my first video, sort of like price breakdowns, we're gonna be talking about like sort of more logistical things about like finding a flat in London. I do recommend that you check out that video that I made like a couple months ago. But before we get into the video, I wanna talk about today's sponsor, which is Amber Student. So if any of you guys are planning on living abroad and you're planning on studying and being a student here in London or any other city in the UK or anywhere else in the world, I really recommend that you check out Amber Student. It can be extremely overwhelming to find a flat, as you'll hear in this video, and there are a lot of things that can go wrong. And with Amber, they really hold your hand through the process of finding the right flat, even finding the right flatmate, making sure that you can have everything you need before you even land on your country of studies soil. Amber is a leading student accommodation specialist worldwide, and they offer verified listings with 24/7 support. On their website, you can easily browse properties by location, price, amenities, and they also have community reviews, 3D room tours, and full-time support to make the process so much smoother. One of the best part is that Amber handles online rental contracts and even allows for instant bookings. They also have integrated global payments, which is such a lifesaver. Normally, without a bank account in your country, transferring funds can be a real challenge, but Amber makes it simple. They even help with the paperwork, and they can match you with the right roommate if you're looking to share a flat. And I've worked with Amber for over 2 years now, and I always say this, but they are really lovely to work with. So if you are looking for a place in London or beyond, I really recommend that you check their services out and that you can maybe find a flat that you love is just as much as I love this one. If you are interested in Amber, they are going to be linked in my description and in the pinned comment. Thanks so much for listening. Okay, so I feel like I have to start this whole sort of saga. So I've lived in London. You can watch my other like room tours or like house tours in London. I'll try and link both of them below. But I first lived in a house share with 6 people total. Then I sort of downsized to a flat with 2 girls and me, so 3 of us total, in Fulham. And Fulham is a really lovely area of London, but for the price range that we wanted to stay in, we couldn't actually afford to live in Fulham with a living space. That was just something that we kind of had to give up. We found like one flat with a living space that we could afford in Fulham, but the market was absolutely crazy on it. And then I'm sure they had like a million bids because we were not the only people that viewed it, and then the price just went up. So it was just like, it was not gonna happen. We loved living in Fulham. Like, we have nothing but love for that place. It's an absolutely beautiful place to live. And now we only live across the river from it, so it's actually not super far if we wanna go visit our old places. But in our old flat, we did not have a living room. Basically, we just had like a long hallway and like a bathroom and a kitchen. We had a little garden, but like most of the year we couldn't really use it because it was absolutely freezing outside. So it just kind of felt like it was the right move for us to find a new place. We wanted to really like find a place where we could like have people over. I host a Thanksgiving every year, so like it'd be fun to have birthday parties and like maybe little Halloweens. I don't know, we just wanted to have the option to like have more people around to our flat. So the 3 of us decided, probably talked about this like probably like 4 or 5 months into our current lease. We were like, we really like living together. Let's try and find a flat when our lease is up. We started looking 3 months before, and we found this place after a month and a half of looking, and we paid the holding deposit. After you pay that, you're supposed to get your contract within 2 weeks. Sometimes in London, like people just don't respond to you. Sometimes in my experience, like especially with like schools and stuff, so sometimes in my head I'm like, oh, it's just like kind of how it is, but like this was actually like a situation that was just like not acceptable at all. But we basically like we did the reference check, we got the place, we put the holding deposit, and we just didn't receive a contract for like a month. And we had planned our move out day. We had sort of arranged that with like our realtor guy. So we had planned our move out day with our new agency. We had to do our own checkouts, have somebody come and do like an inventory in our flat. And we had arranged that we needed to stay in our flat an extra week because we couldn't move into this flat until the 14th of August, and our lease ended on like the 10th. So we had to extend it by 5 days. We arranged this with our flat. And then about a month later, we get we still haven't received a contract from the agency, and the agent was like, oh, hey, like, can you move your move-in date? And we were like, no, like, we already arranged this with the agency. Like, we can't move it now. Like, they have new tenants coming in. We've told them this date. Like, it's not gonna work. So basically, we found out, I'm like gonna shorten the story because it's like a very long back and forth. We kept asking for the contract. After like, we had a very long week when we moved. So we moved last week. That whole week, we still didn't have a contract. We got the final contract literally as we were standing in this apartment. Like, it was, our landlord is so nice. Like, we sort of figured out like the numbers of the girls who were moving out that day, because basically the reason that the realtor wanted us to move out at a later date is because he had double booked both of us moving out and in at the same day. Needed to like fix that error, but we had already locked everything in. So it was just like kind of a big mess. And there's some vlog footage, I'll just put that in. We're like scrubbing the floors of our old flat. Hello everyone! I'm sorry, I'm here with my flatmate Maggie.
Hello.
We're moving out.
We are.
This is all of my stuff on the ground. We are very tired. This has been a very long and annoying process. And it's only 1 p.m. Yeah, we actually don't know how this is gonna go today. This is not what this video was supposed to be about, actually. I got a selfie stick, so if I look far away, that's why. Cause you know what, I got tired of vlogging with just my hand, because then you get a lot of under chin action. And you know what, I need you guys far away today because it's a little rough. We've been scrubbing the apartment for 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
For sure 2 days.
Anyway, she was cute. She was cute. Mm-hmm. She was, for the time being, it was fine. Yeah. It's our kitchen. I have a whole video, you can see the tour. Let's move. But so we finally like settled down. We probably started moving on Monday. Like we started cleaning everything, like moving all of our stuff. On by Thursday, like everything was ready by the door because we had a moving truck coming and a guy who was gonna drive it because we don't have a driver's license. My friend Louie came to help out, who does my podcast with me, Oi Mister. If you wanna, we do like UK, US differences. You can check that out if that's something you find interesting. But yeah, it was a very, very long day and we finally got through it. I have to finish off the vlog.
You hate us.
What time is it? It's like 10 o'clock.
My phone's right there, look.
Anyway, I'll probably tell the whole story later on, but
Yeah.
I think, our spirit is not gone.
I would say my spirit's
Beaten, but not forgotten. She will rise again.
She will rise again. As soon as I find that white fitted sheet, she's with me.
I'm gonna help her. But this is the exciting part, and now I get to show you my flat. So this is my room, as you can see. And the thing that's so great about this apartment is that it has the most storage of any apartment that I've lived in London. Like, this is the only flat I've ever been in with closets. We have not only a coat closet, we have extra storage closets. We have closets for our, like, laundry, what are those called? Laundry racks. We have closets for our coats, our linens. So we just overall have a lot more space for what we're paying, because we're paying pretty much the same as what we did for our last apartment. We have a really gorgeous living room with like these 2 full-size couches. When I first saw it, I saw it on a very small video, but looking at it now, it's just so gigantic, and then it opens out onto like a little balcony, so you can just like have a cute little drink out there, or you know, if you want to have your coffee, sit with a friend, whatever. The kitchen is really nice too. It has just a washing machine, no dishwasher, but that's honestly pretty hard to find in London. And then our fridge is gigantic, and our storage in the kitchen is gigantic. Like, compared to our last place, we had to shove everything in like 3 cabinets. We had to stack our plates. We had like big plates, little plates, bowls all on top of each other. But like here, they all get their separate little shelf, like a real house. We're very excited about that. The one kind of quirk about this place is that the shower head in the bathroom is like really, really low. So like if you want to wash your hair, we have to like sit down. We need to figure out how to fix that. But for right now, it's like the least of our problems. So it's Not that this place has problems, it's just like life in general, just lots happening. But yeah, so I got this desk from Amazon and I put it together last week. It was probably took me like 4.5 hours to put it together. More storage, hell yeah. And I have a dresser for more storage. In my old flat, I had a ton of bookshelves in my room, so all my stuff was just sort of like out so that you could see it. Like it was fine for the time being, but I do feel like I like having things away in drawers and like things having a place. So it's really nice to be able to put things away and like close the closet door. That's kind of a cool thing. And then what I always do is I take my suitcase and I unfold it under my bed and I put like sweaters in there, like extra blankets, just shove it right back under the bed. You can do that with like winter, summer clothes. That's a really good way to keep storage. The place came mostly furnished. We had to buy a couple of things from the previous tenants, but it wasn't much. I think we bought both of the couches from them for like 50 pounds. We're living in East Putney area, Wandsworth-ish. It's a well-connected area. We can get to parks, we can get to grocery stores, we can get to transit. So it's just been really nice thus far. Yeah, if you have any questions about the flat, put a comment down below and I'll try and answer it to the best of my abilities. But just to give you an idea of like what a flat could look like if you live in London and you're in your 20s and you're a girly pop like us. We just want to have a little girly pop home. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to check out Amber if you're looking for student housing in another country or in the UK, in London. And remember, Lisa says to have fun.